Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be shedding light on how sleeping for 16 to 24 hours per day helps to optimize your health. Unfortunately, much to my consternation, most people lack purview over their sacrosanct, indispensable, non-replenishable, finite time. Therefore, they're unable to sleep for 16 to 24 hours per day. And by doing so, they forgo the opportunity to optimize their health. You ideally want to always optimize your health. By sleeping for 16 to 24 hours per day, you're one step closer towards reaching a fasted state. When you're fasting, you're undergoing ketosis and autophagy, assuming that you've been fasting for a prolonged period of time. When your body has entered ketosis, is all the more apt to decimate, to ravage, to eliminate cancer cells. When your body has entered autophagy, is all the more apt to decimate senescent cells. So, the benefits of intermittent fasting can be profound. The benefits of prolonged fasting eclipse, trump, and supersede the benefits of intermittent fasting. You should only fast if your BMI is well above 18.5. Ensure that you have a healthy BMI before undergoing any type of fast. Furthermore, also ensure that your body's eminently nourished before undergoing any type of fast. Now, let's get back to sleeping. If you have the luxury of being able to have purview over your time, then you should by all means sleep for 16 to 24 hours per day. Infants sleep at least 17 hours per day. When you're sleeping, your body is producing growth hormones. People deem growth hormones to be the anti-aging hormones. By maximizing your growth hormone output, naturally, innately, you can be one step closer towards attaining optimal health. When you're fatigued, when you're torpid, frazzled, debilitated, lethargic, and deprived of sleep, you have an increased risk of weight gain, of developing Alzheimer's disease, and of succumbing to cardiovascular disease. You're also more prone to succumbing to a stroke. So it behooves you to get your quality deep sleep if you can. And when you're sleeping, you're also not depleting your hard-earned money. Just bear that in mind. Let that marinate into the bowels of your mind. Let that assimilate into the chasms of your mind. You're also saving money by sleeping, and you're also minimizing your calorie expenditure when you're being sedentary, idle, and indolent. By profusely sleeping, your body's all the more poised to stave off viruses. Quality deep sleep can bolster the T cells in your body that ward off infections. It renders them all the more poised to destroy cells that have been infected by viruses and other pathogens. So we can deduce that quality deep sleep can help amplify T cell production, or at least render them more poised to stave off viruses and pathogens. By profusely sleeping, you will be all the more poised to reduce excess body fat and abdominal fat. you'll be all the more poised to increase your muscle mass and physical strains. If combined with moderate exercise, it'll help you reduce wrinkling of the skin and some other adverse effects of skin aging. It could help you increase your bone density. If you could maximize your growth hormone output, it can help bolster the immune system, to say the least. It can help to reverse cognitive decline. It could help to stimulate the production of the bone marrow cells that produce red blood cells. And it can decrease the probability that you'll succumb to spending the final years of your life relegated to a nursing home. And as I mentioned earlier, when you're sleeping for a prolonged period of time, you're closer towards reaching a fasted state. When you're fasting, your body deprives cancer cells of access to glucose. Which culminates in cancer cells starving to death. If you could enter autophagy by fasting, then your body will eliminate senescent cells, which are ravaged cells. By fasting, your body can create more stem cells, which can subsequently turn into brand new white blood cells. Your body is also able to regenerate the entire immune system by fasting for 3 days. So if you're keen on fasting, it will be all the more easier to do so if you're sleeping for 16 to 24 hours per day. It can take 2 to 4 days for your body to enter a state of ketosis. Once your body has entered a state of ketosis, then it will utilize fat to fuel the body. It will also utilize ketones to decimate cancer cells. Is fasting the panacea for optimizing your health? It may perhaps be. Is sleeping the panacea for optimizing your health? It may be an integral component to optimizing your health, because when you're sleeping, your body's on the mend. You're producing growth hormones. You're one step closer towards fasting. And if you're sleeping for over 16 hours per day, then you're undergoing intermittent fasting. And there are a host of benefits appertaining to undergoing intermittent fasting. So it would behoove you, it would benefit you to sleep for a prolonged period of time each and every day. Your body needs it, especially if you're fatigued, frazzled, torpid, debilitated, lethargic, and have been deprived of sleep. So I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling. Please leave your feedback in the comments section beneath this video. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.